Hello there, greetings. All right, I'm uploading the webinar video update. I'm now out of focus. Okay. All right. Going down to one day a week. I know this is like repeat. And yes, this is a new video, not the other one. Going to one day a week. I was tired. As you might notice, I'm sick. As you might notice, I might call this the sick edition. I'm not sure if I want to go in that direction. So, where am I going with all this? Yeah, I'm tired, as you can see, but I'm going to continue. I'm way backed up on questions, like by a week. It's going to 10 days. I try not to go that far, but so yeah, this weekend I'll try to do what I can. There's only some. I'll do what I can. It's only so much power. I'm gonna sleep mostly Sunday. I'm gonna sleep most of that day. So I'll do questions and here and there. As you can tell, not doing so well here. So it was an actual attack. It is opening up in certain areas where I can connect better. But now all I want to do is sleep. So, and as for the webinar, geez, this is like the video I just uploaded. As for the webinar video, I just forgot what I was talking about. So it tells you I'm out of it. Yeah, this reminds me of when I dropped the air conditioner out the window. I dropped two of them out the window, the old one and then the new one. So yeah, if you need air conditioning repair installation, I can help you with that. Jeez. So I'm not definitely. And that was when I wasn't sick. I was sick last year. I think it was after this time. And that was an astral thing too. But I don't think it was until after the new year. So if you're feeling, I don't know, it's a lot of astral stuff going on. I haven't connected to astral recently. I'm so burned out. It's like I'm trying to sleep and get my brain working and everything operating together. So, I mean, I care about the movement, where we're going. But right now, I just want to sleep anywhere for that matter. Yeah, so my brain isn't exactly working on all cylinders. It was suggested to do cut down the webinars. Yeah, people outside of the webinar probably aren't learning anything, and so it does deter. And that wasn't really the idea. Was just to get a reading. You know, wasn't supposed to save the world. Just help people in a cheap manner. And that's all. That was the only real point to it. It wasn't there to talk about the space program, and even that stuff gets kind of weird on you after a while, because what are you going to do with it? I mean, all that's great and everything is entertainment. It's like conspiracy entertainment to a certain degree, but do things really change with that when you know it? I mean, it might help you connect and feel better because you feel like you're connected to it. That's true. So I do other videos other than the webinar to help with that. And I feel like those are really where everything kind of ties into. Well, it speaks to like this. I didn't plan what this is going to be about. That's why I'm blabbing about the webinar right now. But that's good. It's whoever is asking for information of some kind. I'll go right to that person. If I say, I'm not say I save one person, but if I connect to one, it's not really supposed to be for everybody. Not every, not supposed to, you can't make everybody happy, as I've learned. And some that you don't make happy aren't very kind, as some have experienced. It's like, all right, there's some positivity there. Say you're coming from positivity, but man, that was not positive what you just said there. And some parts of the comment section, which I don't look at. The reason I don't look at comment, if you have a message, just email me, be easier. Have contact form, be easier for that. Because I don't look at the comments usually. Sometimes I might, because I need to see it. And just like the videos I do, it might be like 2 minutes in a video I do that you need to see, and the rest is like whatever. And that's fine. Same thing with the comics. It's okay to post comments. That's fine. Just I'll see what I need to see. I'll just stumble on it or some, in spirit world's working with, well, if you truly want to get a hold of me, just email me. I'm not sure I'll get back to you depending on what's going on. But I'll do what I can. Yeah, especially when people ask extra. I mean, I have people submitting questions to the site. That's fine. And if you submit a question through the, if it has a spiritual, I don't have any energy to answer. I have other obligations to answer. This way you can submit a site, question through the site. You're most likely to get, that's where you'll get your answer. And it goes in depth. Also do 5 minutes, sometimes longer. It depends on what's going on. I try to go as deep as whatever there is for that. I definitely appreciate the support. We are going into strange times. I do not see a crisis in the future, as some are predicting. Not 2 years from now, 5 years from now, I am not seeing it. If you want to be in a crisis, I think that's fine. I'm not going to be involved with it. So it's all for you out there. I'm not going to be involved with it. And you don't have to be either. I don't want to sound like an elitist. It feels like I sound like that. But, I see it's not going to be perfect. But I see, next year, you say this is kind of like predictions, is that we're, more going to focus like inner self. And I'm not just talking about this to put myself out, oh yeah, no. I'm not doing that to advertise myself or anybody for that matter. It's just, the spiritual community in general. It's like, oh yeah, just come, I'm seeing it as it's not something that's going to happen overnight, but we're going to go more internal. If you agree with that or not, that's different. Not everybody's agree with aliens and whatever's that come. I mean, in the long run, it doesn't matter how many fingers an alien has or how many heads or what they do. I mean, in some cases, I understand if you need to know that, that's great. But remember what world we're on. We only have 5 fingers, and there's a lot of problems here. The idea is not to exactly save the world, save yourself. And, forgiveness is powerful. It's like if somebody passes you by in their car and kind of honks at you weren't going fast enough. How do you handle that? Stuff like that. It's like you get destroyed in the comments. Like I leave it open for free speech. Of course, I get a lot of blessings there, and I much appreciate that, but not always. I much appreciate positive energies there, but I see a positive future. It's all in our actions. We're not perfect. We don't have to be perfect, but the idea is internal healing. It takes time. It's not something that's going to be an easy connection. There's I'm kind of jumping all over the place. Not a good reason. I'm kind of, intoxicated. Well, no, I have some medicine, cough drops. I won't be able to speak whether for cough drops right now. I'm not that bad, but anyway. Some think I'm drunk anyway. I'm not sure where I'm going. Oh yeah, that it's called, look it up. It's QAnon. Yeah, QANON. It's you can look up on YouTube. It's probably easier. And I looked up on Google, and it's like either way. It's like somebody like Deep Throat that is leaking information. You can probably get confused on a lot of stuff. It might burn you out. You might not care. I don't blame you because it does get kind of overwhelming to a certain degree. But apparently somebody in the inside is close to Trump is leaking information of like what's really going on to a certain degree. Like there was a plane that had a passenger on it that wasn't supposed to be on there, and then I guess they came back and the person was sent to Gitmo, and who knows. But that's good. I mean, that's something I would connect to every day. because it's like watching the news. It's like, I don't know if more want to connect with this, but it is showing that we're bringing more healing. Next year might be mass arrests of wealthy, possibly. It's hard to say. It's hard to say. There's definitely, I'm not giving the full details, the spirit world, not everything's needed to be known, but we are going into more of a positive timeline. And, astral will become more known, over time. We're going to start, those that are ready for it, some are already there. And but also to learn to balance is like the idea is to bring this world up to astral, basically, to more positives. Of course, astral is not perfect, but basically the idea is to take our world, put it to our highest potential. Our potential keeps going up, 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 and feeling sorry for yourself all the time, and oh, why me? Just for example, victimized, as it's constant. We all do it to some degree, at least at one time in our life, probably. We're healing to get rid of all that and go into more of a positive world. And not everybody's going to agree with that, of course. Some are trained here to keep us at a low vibration, which is fine because they teach us to connect more to yourself. So you realize the more negative you are to somebody, that's up to that person to either give in to your negativity or make you stronger. If you want, like people will say, tell me off in the comments or whatever it might be. I don't pay attention, but either way, fake, whatever it is, I just become more real. I've become more confident because I know what I'm doing is right. And I'm not coming from a negative perspective as some might think. I might be coming from a bizarre perspective. Yes. The beings that come through maybe not fully show their whole full personality. We got to heal ourselves. It doesn't matter how much the being comes through on the knowledge. What is needed at the time is being said. If you're not entertained, that's fine. It's not really there for that. It can be entertaining, educational to a certain degree. What works for you. I'm not here to save the world. Here to save myself and others that want to save themselves also. We're all here and finding our direction. The idea is to find a more positive utopia, basically. I don't think it's Illuminati. I hope not. But we're going into some feel like we're going to a darker time. In some respects, it depends on where you are, what you're doing. In that regard, probably, what are you doing? Then you're probably attracting a lot of darkness. But if you're not, I believe you'll be fine. We're all going to be tested, of course, but we're all just going to get stronger and stronger. And like the alien beings, when they make themselves known, makes it known to those that need to see it. They're watching us like they're really, I know they're watching us before, but this year they're really influencing us in a way to help find ourselves, find our peace, and basically help us with technologies, help us, have more positivity in the home, because look at the headlines, it's not always pleasant. It's there for a reason also, just to show where the healing is needed. It's not just all propaganda. This is where we need to improve also. Eventually we won't have the news, but right now it's propaganda. It doesn't mean you have to connect to it. Yeah, even that QAnon, even that seems to be a little bit over. Well, if you're going to connect to it, that's fine. Some of it's overwhelming for me. It's like, who knows? But the idea is for us to connect to the world that we want to connect with without negative repercussions. Next year, predictions, it's still kind of quiet of where we're heading, but I see more positivity. We're letting go of our old selves. Anything is possible, of course. And some alien energies will be here and there. Hopefully, less weather attacks will happen here, but it's hard to say. You know, like what happened last year or this year. The hurricanes, the fires, like I hope that all that is over with. It's hard to say. Of course, up north they're getting hit by, you know, if you want to freeze to death, just, you know, go to was it Michigan or something like that. Jeez, here it's around 50 degrees. So the idea, yeah, is to, you know, I imagine many are seeing more of a positive future, and it's not there for entertainment. I believe it's there. It's because it's real, and obviously it's going to take some time to fully manifest that. But you know, you can't. You know, you have to crawl first before you walk. So a lot of it has to do with forgiveness, understanding, just a combination of things. So, message from anybody? Yeah, do your own work. Find what's right for you. Write a book, sing, you know, write a song. Now's a time of creativity. Doesn't have to be perfect. Now's the time of creativity because those are connected more to the light energies. Your energies are needed. Yeah, everybody's creative. Doesn't have to be a Picasso. That's all just propaganda anyway. You know, it's just, you know, everything matters. So whatever you create, somebody will connect to. That's what matters most. So definitely time of creativity, writing, anything that you want to put out there. Definitely have Facebook's there for a reason. And there's other means of getting your message out there. So, all right. This is not much of a video, but hopefully it is. I'm sick. Hopefully I'll feel better tomorrow. So, hopefully, no, it's going to be a while. Oh, I'm trying to keep up. All right. Blessings, everyone, and have a great night. Much love.